Kia ora te whanau, welcome back to the NZRL's Youth Tournament for 2023 and getting set for our final game now of day 2 at Puketawhero Park here in the Rotorua, and it's going to be an 18s playoff match between Wellington and Bay of Plenty. Winner of this match will go through playoff for 5th and 6th on the final day tomorrow. And Wellington we've already seen in action today, having thumped Mid-Central 38-0. They had a big win over Northern in day 1 with 38 points to 6 and only just lost to South Island 12-10 to miss out on a top 4 spot. Bay of Plenty have lost their 3 games to date so far to the South Island, Mid-Central and Aotearoa, losing to the South Island 40-0. But much improved efforts against Mid-Central, 18-6, and Aotearoa just 12 points to 6. So good work by the Bay of Plenty side to be much more competitive in their last 2 matches. Now at the same time, the major semis are being played at the moment between Counties Manukau and Aotearoa and the South Island against the Auckland Vulcans. So we'll keep you in touch with those 2 games as they are played. And we can confirm in the 16s, tomorrow's final won't feature an Auckland-based team, which is quite incredible. So the South Island are going to play Waikato in the final tomorrow at 11 o'clock. So looking forward to the 16s final. And that will be followed by the 18s final. As we see Bay of Plenty with energy. Whaanui over the halfway line. And there goes the last play for Bay of Plenty. Now Wellington looked super slick in their win over Mid-Central earlier today. And it's going to be a tough job defensively for Bay of Plenty to keep out this Wellington team as we see Boyle Tia take that carry. Goes to Scots College. And now here comes Foa over the halfway line. He goes Foa. Straight away asking big questions of the Bay of Plenty defence. There's a little knock on in there. Referee Liam O'Brien picking up the infringement. So Bay of Plenty survived that concerted attack by Wellington to start the game. Minute halves, remember, in all of these games. 25 minutes per half in the finals tomorrow. So just the 2 games live stream tomorrow, but they are the big games, the finals for the titles, this year's titles. So here comes Whaanui again, handling for the Bay of Plenty Lakers. Good charge into the line by the front rower, Te Kotai. A couple of Rotorua boys high school students in this Bay of Plenty team that featured at the National Championships. One of them wasn't that run there from Texas Henare. How good was that? That was a big carry. And now Shadrock Fisher. Over the 30 he goes. Now here comes Noah Beckham. Big fella. Looking to create some pressure. There's Te Kotai again. He's going to pass it on this time and bouncing it nicely. Back in excellent position is Boyle Tia again. Looks like he's playing at fullback in this game despite wearing 5 on his back. Good charge into the line again by Wellington. Got some very good players in their side. Tuisila bouncing out of tackles here. Didn't see him in that game against Mid-Central earlier today. Nathan Tuisila, but he's back in there for this game. And now here comes Soanai, another player that was rested in that game this morning. St Bernard's Year 13 student. Metuariki, he got a try in the game this morning and has also got tries in other games. Powering into the 10-metre zone is Metuariki. And Wellington hot on attack now. Out it comes to Whaavai. This is looking good for Wellington. Rere. Oh, what a try-saving tackle by Henare. There's a ripper in that corner by Texas Henare. And Bay of Plenty managed to hold on by the barest of margins there. Good work by them. So great job by the Bay to keep the Wellington team out and stop them from scoring their first try. So what can the Bay do in this set? It's a fairly decent run by Remi Samuelu. Now Ward is playing a fullback against the South Island in the first game, but moved into the halves now for this game. Raya takes that tackle. And now here comes Bay of Plenty again. Over the halfway line they go. And Ward's going to kick. And it's a decent kick too, as Boyle Tiatia under the high ball. Fields it nicely. And offloads brilliantly. But Henare there to make the tackle. No, he's missed him. And it's a good solid shot there on Wellington's 18. That's Tutaki Irvine. And now they're going to settle it down again. Now Wellington through Tutaki, or through Van Nistelrooy. Go back there to an injury, it looks like, to Blaine Perese Sukru. He's going to be okay, and he's going to play on. Whaanui for Wellington. There's McGill. So the player that featured really well in the first game earlier today, Winitana Tiliaso, is not on the field at the moment for the Orcas. And he really did navigate his team around, well, superbly against the Mid-Central Vipers earlier today. Now here comes Wellington again. Back on the inside comes Perese Sukru. And back down for the Bay to salvage. That one is Teo Kotai, so he's done really well there, the front row, to go back on D. And not concede points for his side. And now Rewi Samuelu. Just 20 metres out, so they're going to have to be careful. Here's Tamani. Good run from Johnny Tamani. He's our Rotorua Boys High School. We saw him at the New Zealand Secondary Schools Champs with the Rotorua Boys High School team. Good play again by Bay of Plenty. On they come. Ward with the ball now. They made 25 metres from that play as Bay of Plenty come to the last set. Well, last play in the set. And there goes the kick from Teo Kotai. Towering kick. It's gone backwards. Boyle Titi under a bit of pressure to get out of his in goal. Oh, that's some great footwork right there by him. Oh, yes. In the end, he got a bit too good for his own good there, Boyle Titi, but still a decent return of the football from him. And now here comes Foa. He's up to the 40 already. As the Orcas march forward. Here's Rere. And Demetrius Rere gets the penalty. So 11 and a half to play in the first half. Here's Matuariki once again, proving very difficult to handle. Look at that leg drive again from Matuariki. Good short side play by Wellington. Oh, it's a forward pass to Leota. So some pretty good players on the interchange today for Wellington. Haven't started this game. Uritana Teliaso, and also Jean-Marie Palmer-Akavi is not started either for Wellington. But look out if those two guys come on for the Orcas. They will have some major organisational benefits if those two guys come on. Talasio in particular looks a very fine prospect based on what we saw against Mid-Central Vipers. So here come Bay of Plenty again. Still no score in this game, and we're quarter of the way through. It's Chung at dummy half. Teo Kotai, multi-skilled player. He's got the 8 on his jumper. We've already seen a kicking game from him as Beckham has it stolen out of his hands. Was that a penalty? It was. So Bay of Plenty are going to get a full set inside Wellington's half here. Chance for them to really gain some good territory here and move forward. Let's see what they can get going here. Bay of Plenty. Petero has the ball. Good run from him. Good leg drive. Gets him inside the 20. In fact, yes, it's inside the 20. And here comes Jason Doreen. He's down to the 10. So Bay of Plenty now have a good chance to get on the board as Tamani gets it. Gets that leg drive going to Money. He's only just short. Oh, he's lost it. Referee Liam O'Brien right there to make that ruling. Hard luck there for Johnny Tamani. He must have just come within a whisker of getting it over the stripe. Wow, again, the scrambling defence by Wellington just does enough to keep out the Bay. Great offload. Here's Boyle Tia. And now a chance on this left wing side, and good tackling by Bay of Plenty. Well, that was a tough carry there on that left edge by Wellington's Tutaki Irving. So good scrambling D again by Bay of Plenty. Just managing to get the ball back. And now Wellington looking to aim up on D, and there's some over-vigorous play by the Wellington team on Chance McLaughlin. Dangerous tackle. So again, here's the Bay with a full set inside Wellington's half. And it is McLaughlin with the first carry. Brody Chung at dummy half. Now here's Herare. He's been a good player for Bay of Plenty early in this game. 20 metres out. Chung. Tamani winds up again. Into the 10 he goes. Chung goes from dummy half. Bit of a go there, bit of a gap there, and he's only just short. The Lakers are close to scoring. Tamani, he's going to drive over himself. No, he's held up. Push back into the field of play, in fact. Bay of Plenty on the last play, and got an injury, which is going to stop Bay of Plenty's momentum. So, an injured player. Looks like is that a Wellington player? Yes, it is. I wonder if it looks like right leg injury to one of those players for the Orcas. Been a very competitive start to this game, hasn't it? Bay of Plenty coached by Wiremu Smith, and got to say the improvement that we have seen in this Bay of Plenty team from game 1 yesterday. They were thumped by the South Island. They were out the back door in that game very quickly, but they have improved out of sight to this game here. And Wellington really hit their straps against Mid Central in a game earlier today, which we broadcast. But their standards have just fallen a little bit. Mind you, as I touched on though, those two playmakers are not playing in the first half here. Winitana Pateliaso and also Palma Akavi are not playing either. So we might see them in the second half. Remember, the winner of this game is going to play off for 5th tomorrow. So here's the last play for Bay of Plenty off that injury. Chung. Oh, bit of indecision. Let's see what McLaughlin can do. He's lost it. And Wellington can come away here as Ward picks up the loose ball. And they're going to come back for that first mistake. So Wellington do survive, and just Bay of Plenty be disappointed they didn't make more of that last play. Especially with only 5 minutes left in the first half. Well, let's see what Wellington can do with this set now. Match has been a tale of not taking opportunities like that one right there. Half break made by Whaanui, but couldn't capitalise on it. Hard luck for Setu Whaanui there. Just couldn't quite link up there with Makaile Lungia Mao. Come into the game. So here come Bay of Plenty again with another opportunity. Te Kotai with a straight carry off the back, and here comes Rewi Samuelu. Good scrambling D by Wellington, but Bay of Plenty have a good chance here. Here's Araya. Now, Te Kotai again. Just on 10 metres out. Chung. Here comes Tamani off the back fence. He's asking plenty of questions of this Wellington defence. Oh, Bay of Plenty with a change of direction from Whareaitu. Still there for the Lakers. And now Te Kotai again. Tamani. I don't know if he was expecting it, but still there for Bay of Plenty. Last tackle now. Can they execute better this time? Going to be a crossfield kick. McLaughlin, tall player, but Wellington have got it. Wellington have got it, all right. Here comes a breakout by Wellington. Great chase back there by Bay of Plenty. Araya with a great take there, or a great tackle on Tutaki Irving. And now here comes Wellington with still a chance. This is Whaanui. Whaanui into the 20. Well, some great scrambling deep by Bay of Plenty. Ward in particular, very impressive getting back there so quickly. But there's still a chance here for Rere. He's charging at the defence. Big chance now for the Orcas. After big breakouts. Still there for Wellington. And it's going to be Latu that's going to go back to have to play it. Palma Akavi now for Wellington. 14 he is. It was McGill's pass. And a score in the corner. Looks pretty good for Wellington. Foa. Is he going to get the try? He is. 4-0. Fabulous finish there for the Wellington Orcas. Lovely cutout pass from Sila Whaanui. And that's well finished, isn't it? Excellent finishing from Foa. He's gone in to score his second try of the tournament. And finally some scoring in this game. But it hasn't been a dull game, has it? And it hasn't been dominated by too many errors. So here's the chance now for Wellington to move clear. Tough conversion attempt though. Now Winitana Patelasio has been goal kicking for them, but he hasn't been on the field in this game. And it will remain 4-0 with the try to Foa. And just on a minute to play until half-time. In fact, that is half-time. So Wellington are going to take a 4-0 lead into the break with that try. Foa getting over in spectacular fashion. It's 4-0. Second half coming up shortly.
It's an absolute feast.
Kia ora. Let's get you ready to go out there and have an epic rugby league game. But first things first, let's have a A simple warm-up is a game changer. Not only will it improve your performance, but it will reduce the chances of you getting an injury. And if you want to skip the sore muscles, don't skip the cool down. Now, tackling is a big part of the game, so don't cheat on the technique. A good tackle technique will help keep everyone safe. Collisions happen all the time, so it's important to know how to spot a concussion and what to do if it happens to you or a teammate. Sweet as, have a then go get into it.
At Pertec, we understand that our customer needs their plant and equipment up, running and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Using only world-class product from the likes of Bridgestone and Yokohama, there is no compromise for your valuable machines. Our attention to detail and precision is second to none. It's this customer experience that separates Pertec from the pack. Pertec, we'll keep you operating.
So second half about to get underway here at Puketawhero Park here in Rotorua. And we have Bay of Plenty and Wellington in this match, elimination match between, or for in the 18s, under 18s here at the New Zealand Youth Tournament. Winner through to play for 5th place on the last day of the competition. Wellington leading 4-0. Try to Foa. And they have First possession in the second half. It's half-time in the other two games in the major semis, as we see a little error, forward pass, in fact, by Wellington. Counties Manukau leading Akarana by 10 points to 0 in one semi, and South Island leading Auckland Vulcans 10-0 in the other semi. So Counties Manukau and South Island looking in the stronger positions at the moment to make tomorrow's final, which will be live here on the live stream at 12:30 here on the NZRL's YouTube channel. And don't forget, you can go to the NZRL's website, nzrl.co.nz, click on grassroots, click on tournaments, and then follow all the links through the youth tournament, and you'll get all the results and standings and the draw for the boys youth tournament. All the girls teams, all the girls results are still there as well from earlier on in the week. So let's have a look at Bay of Plenty here. Ready, Temana has the ball there, winger, and now here's Dio Kortai again. Been very influential in the middle of the field, ball playing front rower. Got a kicking game on as well as Chung gives it out to Doreen. So Doreen less than 10 out. He's about 5 metres out from the line. There's a little glow at the line by Elijah, and he's just short. Chung again. Big pass. What can they cook up here? Ward with the kick. Kicking for McLaughlin, the number 4. McLaughlin had it, and for Henare. Has he got it? Texas Henare. Looks like the ruling is that it's gone backwards. And a try is going to be scored for Texas Henare. And it is Bay of Plenty finally on the board. Pretty decent try that. And Texas Henare, who had some damaging runs earlier on in the game, has got the try. It's just Bay of Plenty's third try of the tournament. I found scoring points pretty tough, but their defence has certainly tightened up, and they've been super competitive in this contest. So here is Callum Ward now, and he's converted both tries in previous games that the Bay of Plenty Lakers have scored. He's got a tough conversion attempt here. He's going at a good nudge. Oh, he's nailed it. What a kick there from the sideline for Callum Ward. And the Lakers lead 6-4 over Wellington in this game. Just under 16 to play.
Brady, bend in the face. Bend those big fellas in the face.
Well, let's see how that game, or that play there, will have an effect on this match. Here's the try scorer, Henare. Oh, he's lost it. Stone cold in that tackle. No strip. And here comes Wellington through Tutaki Irving. And now here's Latu. Latu barging through. He's down about 12 metres out. Here's Pama Akavi. You can see the number 7 is on there now, and Winitana Patalesio has dropped it. Well, that's a big blow. He's been so influential in those earlier matches. Come on in the second half, and his first touch is a fumble. So Bay of Plenty survive. And now here's Osborne Reti playing the ball. Can he get his team clear? Some tough carries required here by this team. Good carry by Jason Doreen there. Got them out of trouble. Now Tamani hits the line. Enjoy watching this guy play. He's good. Johnny Tamani. An attacking kick by Uriah this time. Trying to catch the Wellington backs out of position, but they've got back to scramble nicely as Tuisila has it. for the Orcas. Now Rere with just a straight run from dummy half. Demetrius Rere is going to have to go back to play it. Taki Irving again, right on the halfway line. He's been very good on the left wing here, taking some tough carries. Now here he is, Winitana Petalesio, really seizing the opportunity beautifully. Now the Bay of Plenty defence is really scrambling. Pama Akavi gives it to Peresi by Meturariki, and he's just too big and strong, isn't he? It's over to score again, Meturariki. Got the big legs pumping, and look at the gap there for Metuariki. And he's actually Wellington's top try scorer in this competition. That's his 4th score. And Wellington get back in front again. So we have Winitana Petalesio taking back over the goal kicking, and he's an excellent goal kicker, as we saw earlier in the day. So Wellington now are back in front, 10 points to 6. Petalesio with that goal. Just the power here of Wellington on display. And that was all set up by Winitana Petalesio, who made that big break. Got great vision, that lad. He can see where the space is, and he utilised it superbly. Now Callum Ward restarts for Bay of Plenty. And straight away is a very good return of the football again by Wellington. All of a sudden, the urgency is there. Liota. And here comes the try scorer again, Metuariki. Now the ruck speed has gone up a notch and a half, hasn't it? Winitana Petalesio with a great pass. Good footwork there by Wellington. And a great try by Foa. That's his 2nd off the game. And what a try there from the kickoff. And Winitana Petalesio again with a terrific pass. And Foa did the rest. Bay of Plenty a little unlucky when he slipped over, to be fair, but Foa in the end has finished off an exciting play by the Orcas. 14 to 6. So, another tough conversion attempt coming up, but as we've seen in earlier matches, this angle here does not daunt Maui Winitana Petalesio. And here comes this conversion attempt. That try was important. Got Wellington clear by beyond a try. So Bay of Plenty need to score twice now to win the game. He's going to slide that one across the face. So score remains an 8-point margin for the Orcas with just on 10 minutes to play. Hope you're enjoying the coverage of the NZRL Youth Tournament for 2023. And the major semi-finals at the moment being played on other grounds, other fields here at Puketawhero Park. I can tell you that Counties Manukau is leading Akarana 14-0, and South Island is leading the Auckland Vulcans 16-0. So it's looking likely that final tomorrow in the 18s division will be between Counties and South Island. That'll be a rematch of last year's final. And reminding you that the 16s final has been decided, and that will be between Waikato and the South Island. That one coming at 11 o'clock on finals day tomorrow from Puketawhero Park. And there's a big run by Sola for Wellington, or Latu it is. Oh, he's returned it to the halfway line and almost been thrown into touch. Check out the Wellington fans, they love it. Latu with a run and a half there. That was awesome. One of the best return of the football you've ever seen. Here they come again on the boil. Wellington looking to take advantage of that fantastic kick return from Sione Latu. Pamiakavi back out there again. Oh, big gap there for Wellington. Here's Fa'awhai, and it's going to be another try to Sila Fa'awhai this time. And they have really flicked the switch, haven't they? The game has been transformed with Pamiakavi, number 14, back on the field, and the number 7, Winitana Patalasio, who are just setting up these tries like no tomorrow. That's 3 tries now in very quick succession to Matuariki, Foa, and now Sila Fa'awhai, the number 6. And Sila Fa'awhai got a try in the last game against Mid-Central, and he gets one here, which is converted. As Wellington now beyond 2 scores ahead of their opponents. And how about that kick return from one of the big lads in this Wellington team, Sione Latu.
Let's go next.
Well, hard luck for Bay of Plenty. They fought gamely in that first half. Remember, they only trailed 4-0. Got in front, remember, 6 points to 4, not long after Henare's try, which was converted from the sideline by Callum Ward. A great conversion. But since then, back-to-back tries. In fact, 3 tries on the trot to the Orcas. Have them in front by 20 points to 6. Well, Bay of Plenty's defence is going to have to be tight as here, because you know who's coming next. And this is Van Nistelrooy with the carry. Oh, he's lost it, and it's been legally stripped there by Bay of Plenty. Only had one on the tackle. So here's Doreen setting it up. Now they really need a strike back here with 7 minutes to play. Here goes Chung from dummy half. Well done to Chung. He's got through it of his opposite number. And now Doreen into dummy half. So Bay of Plenty need to score here. Hot on attack. Can they drive over to Money? Chung again. Good hands, unfortunately, there from Henare. He's lost it. And it's play on as Wellington try and get back into the field of play was Perese Sukru. In the end, they're going to come back. Liam O'Brien, the referee, going to come back to that original lost ball by Texas Henare in the tackle. Wellington looked exciting in the second half. Oh, it's a clean break by Wellington's number 1, Emery McGill, who's still got it. McGill, he's not going to go all the way, is he, McGill? Oh! Well, he should be getting a bonus point for that try. Emery McGill. Awesome. There he is there. Individual brilliance. Oh, this last effort here, just getting through the ankle tapped attempt. Emery McGill, outstanding score. That was another amazing try by Wellington. who are all of a sudden scoring points for fun here. Simple conversion coming up here for Hatalasio, and he goals that one. So 3 conversions to him in the second half, 26 points to 6. And Wellington, wow, what they have flicked the switch. Very good play by them, and Bay of Plenty well tough on them. The local team here who've tried their guts out, quite frankly, with not the reward they were looking for. Well, 3.5 to play. Araya tries again for Bay of Plenty. Here comes Van Nistelrooy. Again, busting through Van Nistelrooy this time. Here's Rere, trying to guess them. Back on the inside is Boyle Tia. Oh, Rere. Oh, Rere in the corner. How about that from the Orcas? Just too powerful. Awesome try, Demetrius Rere. And are all set up by this fabulous kick return by Van Nistelrooy. And a great combination here between Rere and Boyle Tia. Lovely interplay of passing there. And Rere over to score it. His second try of the tournament. And this has been a very decent tournament for Wellington. They're not playing off in the major semi-finals. This is a play for 5th and 6th. And they're going to win at the end of today 3 out of their 4 games to date. And only lose they lost their 1 game, and that was just to the South Island, who were going to make the final. They only lost that by 12-10. Nothing in that game. And they've won their other 3 games convincingly against Northern, Mid-Central, and now Bay of Plenty. Didn't end up playing an Auckland team this year, Wellington, here at the Youth Nationals. But you only play who you are drawn against, don't you? So well done to the Orcas. Some very, very useful prospects, rugby league players in this Wellington team, I tell you. And if you've watched both of their games today, folks, you'll be super impressed with players like Winitana Pataliaso. We've mentioned him in the game. Palmer Akavi, a solid dummy half. And we saw that brilliant try from McGill. Foa on the wings, look damaging. And, of course, they've got these big front rowers that are just having a field day at the moment. And here is Metuariki again, proving difficult to tackle. Here's McGill up on the line. Here's good play again by Wellington. The altar it was. Had his pants pulled down, literally. Brilliant. Yeah, Perese Sukro now bursting through the middle. Good tackle coming in from Bay of Plenty's number 21. That's Noah Beckham. Only just getting him. And here's this damaging left edge again. Here comes Wellington once more. As we see Regan Gray out there now, number 12. He was a very good player in the game earlier today against the Mid-Central Vipers. Here's Rere going for a second try. And as he got it down, he's held up. Over the line as we close down this game, wind this game down. Maybe one more try here for the Orcas. McGill. This is looking good for Wellington as they move it through the hands, and in they go to score another try. It's Tui Sila who's gone over to get that one. Wow, they have blown away this Bay of Plenty team. It was 4-0 at half-time, 34-6 now with the kick to come. They've scored 30 points unanswered in the second half. Bay of Plenty also scored a try in the second half as well, right at the start. That seems like a lifetime ago now. Wellington, as we mentioned, really did flip the switch once they brought their gun playmakers on in the second half. Here's a bit of fun. We'll see if Matuariki can convert this try. This is going to be interesting for the big fella. Not to be. But that's great fun for Wellington. And they thoroughly deserve this win today. Nico Matuariki with that conversion attempt. So there we are, the full-time score, 34 points to 6. Wellington will go through to play off for 5th place in this youth championship on the final day of this tournament. So that ends our coverage today. We'll be back with grand finals tomorrow in the 16s between Waikato and the South Island, and then we'll have the 18s final, still to be confirmed which two teams go through and play that game. We'll have that at 12:30. Thanks for watching.